if the Suns had Steph,
they wouldn't make the
win.
playoffs.
They would win the championship.
They would have got.
If the Suns had
why
Steph,
are you doing this right
if you
now?
had the Suns had Steph in the finals versus Milwaukee Bucks, the Suns would be champions today.
Nobody in the league was beating Giannis Antetokounmpo. I keep telling y'all that. Not a healthy Brooklyn Nets. Nobody is beating that man. He's going back to the finals next year. There's nobody to stop him in the East, and Kawhi is not beating him. Get that through you guys' thick skulls.
Why y'all tripping like Prime D-Rose MVP year was just this glorified mountain? The shit was regular, to be honest. It was really regular.
Andrew Wiggins is better than Klay Thompson. All Klay Thompson does is shoot threes. Andrew Wiggins is a better playmaker than Klay Thompson.
Kawhi's not a top 10 player in the league, and that's not a hot take. I'm serious. Kawhi's not top 10.
Well, welcome back after a long hiatus.
I always miss you guys.
We've
miss you guys. Oh, incredibly. I don't like the real world.
The real world?
No, this is your getaway?
This is my getaway for sure. I can say what I want, do what I want, win battles. In the real world, they don't understand me as a man.
Win battles.
That is so
Can I say something, though, real fast? Let me say something real fast.
Get it, Jay.
Shout out to Lenny, man. Lenny is amazing, a godsend, for real, for real. When we were starting this thing back in November, we didn't know what we were getting into, but we accumulated a tribe, and they're loyal to the soil, 10 toes down. And shout out to you, chat. Shout out to you, PC fam. You guys are dope. That's all I have to say. Shout out Lenny. Lenny. Let's
Lenny
get it.
D. Lenny
Yo,
D.
Lenny.
Hey.
Lenny in the chat. What's good, Lenny?
Right on time. Del, did you want to say something?
The king is back.
Wait.
I do want to say something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Light 'em up.
Get it off your chest. Get it off your
They're
chest.
welcoming you back in the chat, Del.
Thanks. I do want to say something. While I was away, sick. I kept seeing the chat. It was somebody that commented on us critiquing someone and calling them names, whatever the case may be.
Hold on, Dale.
And I don't know
before you soliloquy, I just want to throw in that I told them that we were going to address it on the next show, but you weren't here last week, so I saved it for you to do it now.
Oh, okay. So. Right. Good. So look, we're on the same picture. Mm-hmm. So the fact of the matter is, I remember my brother Shaq got creamed by some guy. What was his name?
Legend of Winning.
The Legend of Winning. And it was no defending. It was ha ha, he, ho, ha ho. No defending. So if we're critiquing someone and calling their takes or whatever, saying idiot, we're not attacking them personally. Shaq thinks LeBron is better than Mike. I think he's an idiot when he says that. He's not feeling away. So if you write a comment and saying, oh, this is not good, this is not that, you're an idiot. You yourself is an idiot because you're taking it personal, defending someone that's not taking it personal. It's like, why you want to take on that battle? So now you put yourself in the crossfire. Now you're an idiot, and that's all. And I miss you guys. How's Mariana been?
She actually is away.
She's my favorite fan.
For a couple weeks. She actually messaged us and said, "Sorry guys, I'm gonna be away." But
Mariana won the iPhone, right?
I don't know who won anything.
Yeah, Mariana won the iPhone. But Dale, I do appreciate you coming on here and clearing that up because there might be a misconception that you're a bad guy. The same with Kevin Durant, and you both have just stated that you guys are not bad guys. You just get painted as the villain, and I can respect that you guys both coming out in the same week.
Yo, and shout out to my fiance making an appearance on the show.
Wait,
but I can.
Talking about how I put her out there.
No, she's in the background right now.
But I can I could take myself being a bad guy. It's weird. People wouldn't just say, "Oh, I understand your take," et cetera, et cetera. They'll just call me a bad guy, and that's fine. It's like I don't care much, It's like it is what it is. Whoever knows me, they know the real Dell.
Right. It's one of those things that once you know who you are and how you move,
Yeah.
you know
Right,
what to
right.
take serious and what to not. But yeah,
Right,
no,
right.
speaking of Legend of Winning, he is actually coming on the show next Sunday. So that will be
What
an
day is that?
exhilarating experience. August 1st, next Sunday.
Hopefully, I'm in Ohio playing for getting close to this championship, but I should be ready and available
Yeah.
because I have some.
Yo,
He has bones, and I have bones myself. It's like
So
I can't wait. Legend of Winning. He'll
I
lose
did
that day.
I did
but-
want to really quick say on the show, first of all, congratulations on your dub today.
1,000%.
The
Thank you.
the TBT. If you're paying attention, chat, Della's playing in the basketball tournament for Autism Army, playing for a good cause. They got a convincing dub today. Smoked them boys. And that boy Harrison. Ooh.
Yeah, D-Lo. That was Shaq team. Shaq Harrison and Monroe was Shaq teammate in Turkey.
Yeah.
Monroe has a little clean cut bad guy.
Monroe has a little thing going for himself where he's looking like Monroe relaxed. But on the court, he could dibble and dabble a little bit with him. But he's he's an interesting specimen. But he could play some basketball. But that's the thing. Most of the guys on the court we could talk to. You know what I'm saying? We could chop it up. And it's a good feel. We got a tough one tomorrow versus Oregon. But we hopefully we just play defense and then
what time
make
do
the
y'all play
best out
that?
of it.
I can't wait to tune in. I watched the whole game today. Yo, listen to me.
You gotta do. It's at
1 Central.
2 Eastern.
It's 1 Central.
It's 2 Eastern. So I don't know what time
so
in
same
Arizona.
Time. Oh, 11, an hour later than today's game.
Yes, 11 PST.
Yeah.
Yo,
What you about to say, Shaq?
What you got to do for ESPN3 in this country? Like that's criminal. Yo, bro, the whole first half, I'm watching it on the ESPN app, but they only give you 10 free minutes, and then they put up like this little text that says, "Yo, you gotta like log in to see this." Like,
can't you use your cable though? You could use your cable, right?
Yes.
I'm at an Airbnb in Phoenix right now.
No.
I go
you
to
could log in with a cable provider.
Yes.
I don't have cable, Dale. Like I just have. I had to buy Hulu TV. That's where I'm at.
For you, Dale.
Oh
you.
no! So now look. If they have Fios or Virus, I have that subscribed because I have that cable.
I know. I tried to text
so I could just
during the game. I should have texted. And my wife was like, "Why don't you text Melissa?" And I was like,
"And you've done that before, right? What's your login for Fios? Just send it here. We're in." Right. That's on you.
Like,
right.
Yeah, the 1,000%. I'm like, that's.
But
I don't
know. I don't know if tomorrow might be like a TV one though, like ESPN2, maybe.
So got that Google TV, so I'm gonna tap in.
We're playing Oregon, and Nike, all that, whatever going for them. So
I think y'all can get them, man. I think y'all can
get them.
I
think we could battle every game. Yeah, it's defense. We play well on defense, and if that's going, I think we'll be able to get some solid shots. So if we play the same way we play on defense,
who's looking scared? Marquette is looking scary.
They won it last year.
I know. I turned it. Dwight Banks.
How much? Good guy. Spoke to him yesterday. How much did they win?
Yo, it was. They were up 4 and they won by 30. I turned it on and they went on a 16-2 run immediately. And I'm like, okay, they won it by 30.
How did Team Hines do today?
They lost. They lost to Floyd's team, Mayweather's team. They
lost to Charles and them.
Yeah, and Buddy texted me. I don't know. I was just watching periodically because I came home. It was late.
Hold on.
My agent.
Jenkins is playing for
Floyd's with the money team.
That is so.
Yeah. I didn't know. Okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
Because they reached out to me and I was like, listen, I'm supposed to be playing for 2 other teams and you guys aren't even close to it.
I know Team Hines reached out to you and he was like, Dell, Team Hines reached out, they're telling me this roster. And I'm like,
yeah, but we knew what it was. And
now they're
watching from home.
And now they're home.
Yeah. And but no, I want to alert or just bring up the fact that calls that you're playing for with Autism Army, they had the nice little soliloquy at halftime, and I was like, "This is so dope." So it's just 2 of you guys.
Oh wait, they showed my halftime. Right? They showed my soliloquy.
Yeah,
they showed. They showed it
before.
They showed Buddy at halftime.
Yeah. They showed yours before the game started.
Yeah.
Who's
yours
Buddy?
was first. His son is also autistic.
I think it's the coach, isn't it? No.
Oh, no. You talking about Swan? Swan?
Yeah, Swan. Yep.
Okay, yep. They're 3 years old.
So he told his story.
My son is autistic. Swan's son, and he didn't tell really much people, but Jacobin Brown, his daughter's 3 years old. She's autistic also.
Okay. So that's why you guys put up you three put up the sign at the end of the game.
Exactly. That's a
That
fact.
was dope.
Nasty business
was
with
dope.
Israeli team hitting them up saying they might not want him to play. Nasty.
Wow.
Nasty. Just you in contract.
Okay.
But he's
Behind the
like,
scenes,
he's like, yeah, behind the scene. He's like, I'm leaking all this right now. Whatever. He's like, and I'm telling him, you could try to tell him like, yo, he could get hurt walking down the stairs, walking anywhere, and I get it working out.
I got you.
But like it's not like he's just lollygagging. His daughter's autistic. It's like for a cause. If you got to try to understand that, you know what I'm saying?
It's
not
like
basketball.
It in a way just
Facts.
bring awareness, and so hopefully he play. Because if he's not there tomorrow, then we're just down to 7 guys. You see, we only have 8 people making the good rotations, whatever.
Yeah,
but
D'Lo
playing
played the
against
whole
the team
game.
tomorrow, it's D'Lo and Monroe, and especially because we was all gonna split minutes, especially because Danny had fouls. But I'm telling him like, hey, then we have 7, and that's 7 versus they have 11 players. I don't know how they rotated, but 11 to 7, you need bodies somehow. You just need bodies. So we're supposed to have Leto, but he got robbed. Breaking news again. They stole his wallet and all that stuff before he got to get
in Peoria.
In Rhode Island.
That's crazy.
And I don't know what happened to Javon Pinkston. So
got you. Okay.
So a lot has happened. So you've been busy.
A lot has happened.
And and really quick, I want to shout out, since I don't think anyone in the chat or most people in the chat, and if you're watching this on YouTube, if you did not know, the team that Dell is playing on, they're playing for $1 million. The whole tournament, it's for $1 million, and Dell is donating his portion if they win to charity. So shout out to Dell, great guy. So anyone who says anything mean about Delroy James, you have to deal with me.
That's a fact. And also,
Spicy Jory.
I'm also breaking news. I don't know if they fully said that, but that's not also true. But we'll talk about that off the air. But thanks for
in my mind, I'm like,
I'm always gonna be me and keep it honest.
Hey, like for sure. I was like, I was thinking,
we ain't gonna edit this and put this on TikTok, but
I was like, he probably want to take some home.
Come on,
let's get real.
Hey, regardless, the fact that you're donating Yemi is amazing.
Fact. A nice $10. But what's next topic?
Yo, that's a donation is a donation.
A donation is a donation.
You're bringing awareness to the cause.
For sure.
Until you trollers. Oh, by the way, I hate my setup right now. I don't know how you do this like this. I feel naked without my mic and camera.
Marcus
I feel pretty nasty right now. Yeah,
I feel great song.
You just do this, so yeah. No, amazing song. Also, for you trollers that are finding out about me and somehow finding me on IG and on various platforms, let's keep this between me and you, because I'm a hard guy to find on Google because I share a name with one of the most famous basketball players of all time. So if you Google Shaq in basketball, you're not going to find me. So
I'm Rick James.
Stay out my DMs and harassing me.
Go ahead and Google me. You won't find me anywhere. Are you guys ready to get into the show?
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Really quick, just because this comment just popped up. Hooper JT, I seen your show on TikTok. It's been giving me inspiration to start my own podcast. Brother, do it. Absolutely. You should. This is your I don't know what is your call to action. Go do it, bro. Ain't nothing gonna stop you. This is your intervention. All right, let's get into it, man. Welcome back. We've already been doing this for 13 minutes, but you know what? We're getting into the intro. Welcome back to another episode of Player's Choice, the #1 place to be for NBA hot takes and flop takes. If you're joining us on Twitch, make sure you're following the channel. Turn on notifications to be notified when we go live every Sunday and Wednesday, as times may vary. You don't want to miss the action. If you're tuned into YouTube, hello. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give that thumbs up. A little love tap. And if you want to join us live, make sure you follow us on Twitch. The link is in the bio below. And finally, the return of the four. What is that? The four horsemen?
Let me say this. JD, you're amazing. You're crushing it.
Hey, you're
and
amazing.
Shout out chat. You guys got to know everybody's playing their position. and I'm playing my position. JD's playing his position. Shaq is playing his position. Dale is playing his position. So if you see something different, don't trip. We're just getting it. You know what I'm saying?
We've been all over the place, actually. We're trying new things on all these platforms because we realized that we're growing. So we're trying to see what we like. We had to get rid of Beat the Dale. That was sad. We had to get rid of the J Awards. We had a funeral for it. And we just
did we though?
That was for sure a funeral. Wow.
I was sad. I love the way the old show was set up, but it just wasn't manageable behind the scenes.
For sure.
But we're so excited to get the band back together. Jay Britton is back.
Hey.
Of course, Dell, the man with the plan, has returned. Everyone's favorite.
I am everyone's favorite. like they might not say it, but it's like I know.
And of course, everyone's least favorite, Shaq.
Not in a couple of weeks.
Not in a couple of weeks.
When he head back home.
Back home.
That's true. Once he's back in the land where he's praised and can't walk around the streets without being recognized.
It's a fact.
I'm looking forward to it, but really fast. I know we have a show to get into, but Dale, I've been waiting to hear your take on Giannis's. I didn't have to go to a super team to win a championship.
Oh yeah, that was nasty. Giannis. You know, one thing I do like about Kawhi is that he doesn't say much, and he take everything for what it is. You're never gonna really hear him talk about championships. Let him talk about stuff. Let him talk about this or that. Two things came out this playoffs. Giannis, if y'all lost in the second round and then next year y'all don't do nothing, your coach is getting fired and you're gone. You're demanding a trade from Milwaukee 100%. So, and the world knows that. So Kawhi went through Toronto, did his thing when you don't hear him saying, oh man, because he knew his championship was kind of flawed a little bit because KD and Klay didn't play. So now Giannis, who 4 in a row against that Suns team is very, very impressive. Not gonna lie, and he killed and cooked it. But the Hawks, okay. But you know, against Brooklyn, if they had one more of their players,
stop. They had 2 of their players. I'm not going to sit here and let you bash Giannis for doing what he was supposed to do. He's right. He did do it the right way, and you get breaks. You know that little saying, whoever the person that works the hardest is usually the luckiest person. That's what happened. So we can't knock Giannis for doing it the right way. Let
me ask you a question.
He could have.
Let me ask you a question. Say Giannis had got hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then KD would have beat the Bucks. What would have you said?
We would have said
be honest.
We have to count 2 of
Just answer that. No, when I'm talking about no rings, nothing. Just answer that question.
Okay.
If KD would have been okay,
of course I'm saying that.
Okay. So,
but here's the thing though. With the Nets, how many times are we gonna say if healthy? Because if we had a bingo match, if we had a bingo card for player's choice, that's on there. It's top left.
But for Giannis to say that, like he stayed with Milwaukee for not going to super team, is like we all know that's baloney, and you were taking shots, and that was nasty. Like you wrote it down when you got up there. He looked down to Nas's text and say because he wasn't protocol. He could do say the super team line. Say it. And he said it, and it went whirlwind. And okay, but I love Giannis after he won. He seems like he's everyone's favorite player right now. That's a
no. I hate what he did. I hate what he did with Rachel Nichols. That was nasty. Don't bring her back.
Wait, what did he do?
I didn't see Rachel Nichols, but I saw his Chick-fil-A soliloquy. Amazing soliloquy at Chick-fil-A.
50 piece.
Amazing Chick-fil-A. I saw the free throw line in the crowd. I saw that.
The Chick-fil-A made $300K, I guess, in stock price. I don't know, off of him doing that. I don't know what they made
their brand value. It was a perceived brand value or something like that. But yeah, it was like in the 200 something K.
But we need to let Rachel Nichols go ahead and just get up out of here because she's nasty, and we just need to acknowledge.
What did she do? What's going on with Rachel? What she do now, bro?
Giannis tried to save her. Like, Giannis, you know the black community is not messing with her right now. Giannis, you're black.
How did he try to save her?
Because after, I guess she was interviewing him, he was like, yo, you want to hold the trophy? Has anybody ever asked you to hold the trophy? You want to hold it? And he handed it to her. And it just felt like, I know you're having a bad week.
I'm trying to help you out here.
And I'm like, nah, you need to let her.
That helped her. Now that Maria Taylor also dipped.
Maria Taylor is, she's nice. She's every,
is you finished or is you done? Can we get on? Get on?
Every bit of that. Like, no, because
don't get fired. Topic.
No, she needs her flowers, and we didn't give her flowers at all.
Amazing.
Shout out Maria Taylor.
Let's go, man. All right, we got a nice action-packed show for you today. And the first topic, of course, we'd be doing a disservice if we didn't touch on this. Team USA fell to France today in the Tokyo Games for the first Olympic for the first Olympic men's basketball loss since 2004. Del, I know that wait, were you able to watch this game? Was this early enough for you?
Yeah, well, I didn't watch it, but I knew they lost. This was yesterday, no? Or this was today.
Morning.
This was earlier today. This morning.
This morning, right?
Yeah, man, I woke up to that and I was like, not woke up. I might have woke up. Who knows? Whatever. They lost. I seen that. It was nasty. The ending, I didn't know. I didn't see any of the game. I just saw the score. I didn't know France went on a 17-0 run. It was like 74-67, or I could be wrong with the numbers. And then they came back on win. Fournier on them.
28, I believe.
And it's gonna be a hard. I sent y'all the message that I sent y'all, and it made me realize, like, normally with USA, this might be, and it's sad to say because KD is on the team, this might be compared to the 04 team, just not with a Kevin Durant. And this is why I feel like KD now has to win gold. He has to, or people don't think it's gonna hurt. He doesn't care about stuff like that, which is weird because I guess he's comfortable in his own basketball skills, which you have to be. But if he ever looked at legacy and do all that stuff to the extent people think he does, he gotta. I think he gonna step it up and go get it, because they're like, I didn't think they would have lost in the Olympic trials, and then people gonna have to really start looking at Greg Pop too. His Olympic record is ridiculous. They finished sixth in the World Cup like 2 years ago with Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, Kemba Walker, and now they're 0-1. Yeah, and it's like it's tough.
Pop
man.
without
it's
Tim
tough.
Duncan is nasty in general.
You said what?
Pop without Tim Duncan is just nasty.
Nah, he was still winning with the Spurs. Competing, losing in Western Conference and doing all this stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't winning chips, but man, that was.
So what is
nasty.
Is it coaching? Is it the players?
I don't know.
Is it a mixture?
The players gotta be
man. It's a bad team.
That's a bad. Shaq, how are you saying it's a bad team? Because it's the pieces or what?
No, it's just like, man, we used to go into the Olympics with Juggernauts, and that's why when I said on a couple of weeks ago,
right,
I said they're not winning gold. I said this Team USA is not winning gold because here's the thing: when we go with Juggernauts, every team knows it's quiet. We cannot beat that roster, and then they see this roster and they're like, we can beat these guys. If you give any team any type of motivation or any type of inspiration
to play,
it's a wrap.
Right.
It's a wrap. Like, we can compete with y'all. And we know if we beat y'all, it means more to us. Y'all lost 6 games in the history of the Olympics.
Right.
Like some ridiculous record, like 148-6. Like, come on, man. That means that they got a less than, I don't know the percentages on that, but less than 1% chance of even beating Team USA. So what are we doing?
Right.
Yeah. Jay, were you able to catch the game or?
Nah, bro, I seen it and I'm like, Europe, overseas, man, they're just playing at a higher level. Like, overall, I feel like their skills is developing. We just have the branding, the recognition, yada, yada, yada. But I feel like they're coming up to our standards. So they're definitely gaining confidence. It's going to be tough.
And I don't know if you can have 3 in the key offensively in the Olympics. Defensive, you can just sit in the key.
You could do that in Olympics. They got
so that's why
rules.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, come on, guys. Like, you guys are saying like, oh, it's so hard for the NBA. These are NBA players that can't score, because literally that is the biggest cheat code ever, to let a guy sit in the key for 3 seconds and just not go anywhere and just wait for players. I don't care what league it is.
Right.
That's not basketball. That's European rules that they should also change.
And that's
like,
what
take
game,
off the
right?
offensive 3 in the key. Yeah, just take the offensive 3 in the key off. If my defender can just sit in the key, then I should be able to sit in the key and post up too. Why isn't that all? That's why that's so corny. Like, come on, man. Like, let's get real about that. And that's just for people saying that.
It would be a strange sight to see if the U.S. men's Olympic team can't place, and even if they do place, if they don't get gold. That's just
it wouldn't be
nasty.
I hope they don't place, because it's like, y'all, like, where's James Harden in France for Kanye's listening for his album release party?
He's with Lil Baby. He's with Lil Baby.
That was in Atlanta.
I got you. Okay, but he was still in Paris with Kanye
and got arrested for weed.
Lil Baby did, not James. James bailed him out.
No, they both did. They let one go. No, I'm serious. They both got arrested. I'm serious. This is fact.
They let James go.
Yeah, that's right. They both got arrested. They let one go.
He wasn't smoking weed.
Oh, okay.
Off season. He don't take part in that. Such things.
Yo, Shaq. Thoughts on Chris Paul? Should he return to Phoenix next season? I think he's got an option to decide if he wants to seek free agency and
Here's the thing.
see his options.
Here's the thing. Chris Paul is a better point guard than Steph Curry. We know this. But I'm off Chris Paul. I always was off Chris Paul. I'm so like, that's a bad
hold on,
guy.
pause. Let me just pause what you're saying right now. Why did you just say that?
Which part?
Here's the thing. Chris Paul is a better point guard than Steph Curry. Like, why did you start your soliloquy with that?
Is it a prisoner of the moment?
Because I'm like, we can't knock CP3 for being an exceptional point guard. Like, he is, but it's just
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you another question now. Because I don't believe with that at all. I think Steph is a better point guard.
Steph is not a point guard. Steph is not a point guard.
Answer this. He's the new age point guard. He's a point guard. I don't care how you
new
try to
age
swindle it.
Point guard.
I don't care how you try to swindle. So if you say Chris Paul is a point guard, he's the only point guard in the NBA. Let's go there. But wait, pause. Mm-hmm. If the Suns had Steph,
they wouldn't make the playoffs.
They would win the championship.
They would have.
If the Suns had Steph,
the
Suns had Steph in the finals versus Milwaukee Bucks, the Suns would be champions today.
Nobody in the league was beating Giannis Antetokounmpo. I keep telling y'all that. Not a healthy Brooklyn Nets. Nobody is beating that man. He's going back to the finals next year. There's nobody to stop him in the East, and Kawhi is not beating him. Get that through you guys' thick skulls. He's unstoppable. I don't know why you guys sit here and hate on this man nonstop and constantly. He won the finals in dominating fashion. It was a breeze. It was literally a breeze. Step on the Suns.
What are you looking at, Del?
Del, are you looking for a
step?
You looking for logic up there?
Yeah. I'm looking for Shaq's bullshit.
Yo, dead ass. Like, let's keep it a buck. You really think Steph on that team would have won? You think they would have been in playoff?
If that Suns exact same team would step in the finals against those Bucks, the Suns will win.
Why?
Because Steph Curry just creates so much more than Chris Paul can create. Just him, like Steph, and then he has a solid everything, and then he has Devin Booker. They're winning. Okay. Don't want to believe it. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. And Steph, the way he can just hoop 6 threes in 1 quarter, trust me. Okay. Whatever you say, Shaq. If Steph Curry was in the NBA Finals instead of Chris Paul, Steph with the Suns team, the Suns will win the NBA championship.
Bro, so then why did he do that with the Golden State Warriors? Because he didn't have a Devin Booker?
Exactly. Why Thanks for answering your own question. And he had it. Thanks for answering your exact whole question.
That's why you.
Why didn't Jrue Holiday play the same way he played with the Pelicans?
Jrue would have slowed Steph down. I don't know why y'all think Steph is just like you guys treat Steph like he is like Steph.
Like
no.
That's it.
He only
treat him like he's Steph.
Let's start treating a spade like a spade. Those first 2 chips,
like the big Joker. The big Joker. Let's treat it like the big Joker.
The first 2 finals that he went to without Kevin Durant. Because we love this if healthy. If LeBron had Kyrie and K-Love, They don't win any championships.
They don't win that first one. I agree with you. I agree. They don't win the first one. They don't. I agree with you.
They clearly don't win the second one because LeBron beat them.
Because they lost it, right?
Okay. So that's 2 chips without Kevin Durant. Okay. Now, Steph, without a Klay, Devin Booker is no Klay Thompson. That's attention. That is attention. You don't have Iggy coming off the bench and locking people up. You don't have that defensive mindset from Klay Thompson. You don't have that offensive juggernaut that Kevin Durant is. What are you going to do with Ayton, Steph Curry?
What do you mean?
Bridges, these guys still have to perform. Steph, you still got to go out there and play the game. You still have to play make in a way. You got to get everybody involved.
Steph got what's his name? The African cat that hurt his knee when they won 73 or the couple years before. He went to Portland, not Looney. Way back. Steph first championship. He got him $60 million. He got Festus Ezeli. He got him $60 million. You don't think Steph with DeAndre Ayton is gonna help anything?
No, I think Chris Paul is a better point guard than him. So if Chris Paul can't get Ayton that involved, then I don't.
What do you mean get him that? Shaq, you're not like Steph Curry. Just switch Steph on the Suns team in the NBA Finals. They're winning it.
You guys give Steph way too much experience. I mean, way too much credit, bro. I'm telling you.
And bro, how did we give Steph too much credit? Like, he's a champ.
No, because bro, you guys, no, he's only a champ for because he's had a perfectly dealt hand.
So you want to take away his perfectly dealt hand, but Giannis gets to keep it.
I'm not taking away because I can set aside the fact that Steph never shows up in playoffs. Steph hasn't taken.
You don't believe that. You don't believe that.
Steph has not taken any team to anything. Like by himself.
Pause yourself.
By himself.
Giannis wasn't by himself. Giannis wasn't by himself. Pause yourself right now. Kevin Durant goes out in the second round, game 3 or 4, right? Versus the Houston Rockets, right? Right? Okay. They don't lose no more game, and they close Houston out on the road in game 6.
Okay.
No Kevin Durant. Against that Houston team with PJ, your boy, Chris Paul, James Harden. It's Steph, Klay, and Draymond at that time, where everybody thought, oh, if Chris Paul don't get past this Warriors team, if James don't without Kevin Durant right now, it's crazy. At their home, they close them out. They go into the Western Conference Finals, right? And on this earth, living and breathing, I did not know what was about to happen against them Portland Trailblazers. They sweep them.
Okay. Yep. I'm with you.
They sweep them. Steph wildin'. They sweep them. So you can't sit here and tell me Steph this, that. Look at his roster. It's him, Klay, Draymond, Looney, Iggy. Like, it's not really so like superhero. It's because of that light-skinned man. It is what it is. And
that's what they're tricking you into believing.
No, Giannis that's what it is.
Dropped a 50-piece. Nobody's stopping that, Steph.
Great closing.
Drew is a defensive specialist. We know this. We've seen when he was in there doing the Devin Booker every time he drove.
I'm helping. Wait. Drew is a defensive specialist now.
No, he's a good.
You've never. You know what you've been saying. You know what you've been saying about Drew.
You haven't been here, Dale. You don't know what I've been saying. I don't know what you have been the invisible man on PlayStation. You don't know the type of credit that I was giving.
Okay.
While you were gone, I was singing Drew Holiday's sweet praises in and out, episode after episode.
Do you know what's funny? I love the fact that not many things changes on this show other than beat the Dell and the jail word. It also goes along those lines. It's your stance on some of these things, which makes to prove that I'm correct. I've been on Drew wave from the beginning. Who else wave that we've been riding that you like? I've been on the
Tatum.
It was somebody else.
Tatum.
Ben Simmons. Now you're off of that. It's a lot. You're looking real shaky out here. It's like
I'm not. You're actually looking shit. Yo, you go with the complete biasness to say that Steph Curry would have beaten Dale, I promise you, no team in the NBA was beating Giannis Antetokounmpo this year.
JD, could you do the edit and make sure it's very loudly on TikTok and I'm gonna say it again. If Steph Curry was switched with Chris Paul and Steph was on that Suns team, the Suns would be NBA champions today. Period.
So
if LeBron was on that team, would they be NBA champions? If Kevin Durant was on that team, would they be? on the Suns. If you trade Chris Paul for Kevin Durant, LeBron James, are they also NBA champions?
Yeah, especially KD. But yeah.
Hey, Shaq, really quick, back to the original question. Should Chris Paul return to Phoenix next season or not?
Right.
I guess not. I don't know. No, he shouldn't. If he wants a championship, he needs to go to a contender.
Right.
And they're not. I mean, they have a chance to make it back if the deck. Because I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know, to be honest.
It's looking tough.
I don't know.
And I'll use the term that was shunned earlier, but if they're healthy, if everyone's healthy, it's going to be tough for the Suns to return, I think. Jay, what do you think? Do you think he should stay in Phoenix?
No, I think he should. He definitely should play with his boy Bron. He has a better chance there, and just he's home. He has a spot in LA, so it's just better.
Dell, should he stay or should he go now?
I think he should go. I don't know where he should go. The only reason I don't see the Suns doing what they just did. I like the Chris Paul revamp, and plus I want to see him in New York. So I like a Chris Paul in New York just to see how that will go.
Him and D Rose, that would be fire.
They beat Giannis. Step on the Suns. Yeah, okay.
Yo,
Step on the Suns.
Bill the Butcher, shout out to you, man. Thank you for the subscription, the tier 1 or subscribe with Prime. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Suns. Yo, I got a question.
Go ahead.
Can we rank these 3 players right now?
I love when we do this.
Kevin Durant, Giannis, Curry.
Say that again.
Kevin Durant, Giannis, Curry.
That's tough. That's really tough.
Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Giannis.
Why?
I would go
guys,
Kevin.
So wait. Who the fuck do y'all think Steph Curry is? Because now y'all making it tight. Now he's nothing more than a
when does this show become rated R?
It's nothing more than a.
Whenever
this
Shaq
show
speaks.
wasn't for the kids. Yeah, this show wasn't for the kids. Months, weeks. It was never supposed to be like this.
Well, if that's the case,
due to sponsors, we had to get in that bag, but we're unsponsored right now, so this is how we're living. Yo, let me tell you, why do y'all think Steph is like that? Please let me know. Please let me know what makes him like this, but doesn't make a Damian Lillard like this. Like, I'm curious. I'm curious. Like, I'm really curious.
How can you compare Dame to Steph when Steph got the chips?
That is the problem, because if Steph was in Portland, he would be Damian Lillard. Why don't you guys get that through your skulls? Like, get it in there. Please. You guys have prisoner of the moment Steph Curry to death. That's what you guys have done. That's what you guys have done. So
you're saying basically Steph is just a situational guy. He's not great. Like, without the chips, he's just a regular guy. Not a regular guy, but he's just a high value type of guy. That's not winning anything, correct?
1,000%. And you guys have got it into your brains. He teamed up with KD, so that's even more attention for him to do his thing. Like, when has Steph ever had to do or get anything on his own? And we seen when he was struggling by himself when they were pups, and he wasn't necessarily a pup because he was still putting up crazy numbers. But then when you bring in guys like a Klay Thompson that is one of the best shooters in the world, do you know how many players will be elite with the best shooter in the world on your team? Do you know what Klay and Giannis would do? Do you know? And you guys sit up here on Al Gore's internet and praise Steph Curry like he is the second coming. No, it is situational all the time. It is all the time situational.
Pause this. He already came. Like, Steph has already arrived.
He arrived because of the team that he was on. Like, come on, man. Come on.
But this is you're deflecting. He made that team, though. He made that team what they were.
No, Klay made that team what he was. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If it was just Steph and Draymond, like Damian Lillard had, when has Damian Lillard ever had a Klay Thompson on his team? You don't think they would go to the finals, Damian Lillard and Klay Thompson? I'm being serious.
So you saying, whoa, Shaq, you had really? Steph didn't make that team?
Shaq, you want me to do your rank? I think you're going to go Giannis, KD, Steph. I think Dell's going to go KD, Steph, Giannis.
Thank you. Thank you.
Was I right, Shaq?
I'm going Giannis, KD, Steph as the current NBA
I would go
goes.
Steph, KD, Giannis.
Yeah.
Yo, listen.
Exactly.
You think you also
No.
Jay,
I'm
you
sorry.
also
Sorry. Pause. I'm sorry. I would go KD, Steph. Yeah.
I think Steph Curry is the best basketball player in the NBA today.
Yo, let me tell you right now, if we all four were GMs and it was a fantasy draft and you pick Steph, you're not winning a championship. I'm telling you that right now.
So
the teams around him is not going to be good enough.
But I think there's a caveat to it in that he's playing in a system and around guys where
his system
is thriving.
Not a system. He's playing his Steph's system.
Right.
Everywhere he goes, it's be Steph's system. It's like LeBron James became LeBron James because LeBron James' system. He's playing in his system. This NBA is Steph NBA. No one else's. They're playing this way because of that light-skinned Davidson kid.
Why hasn't he gone to the? Why didn't he go to the playoffs this year? If he's such this,
I'm gonna have a Nutter Butter.
Wow. No, can you answer the question on why Steph didn't go to the playoffs this year? Like, I'm serious. Because you guys hold him in such high regards. Can you please tell me why Steph did not go to the playoffs this year?
He didn't have enough help. This is what I'm gonna say. When LeBron got hurt and didn't make it, people say, "Oh, he didn't have enough help." Don't change your narrative. He didn't have enough help.
I don't have to change the narrative. LeBron's been to the finals more times than we can count. Steph has been to the finals on super teams.
This is totally off the subject. You guys watch
this
Space
is another
Jam
thing. This is another thing about this super team thing. I'm starting to really like, I'm starting to really start questioning.
No, Hooper JT has a great question. Did Steph bring that Milwaukee team to the finals?
Does what?
Did Steph Curry bring that Milwaukee team to the finals?
Yeah, I don't
hate when people do that.
I also don't think that that's a fair comparison because Giannis and Steph are completely different players. So like, without a Giannis, you're just losing size and athleticism. So it's a completely different team.
So does Giannis on the Golden State Warriors instead of So does Giannis on the Golden State Warriors instead of Steph? Do they make the playoffs
with Clay?
Wait, with Clay or without Clay?
The current team he has constructed. Yes.
In the West? In the West? I think they're in the same position they was in.
And Jordan also thinks that Dallas would have got eliminated with Giannis this year in the first round.
Yeah.
Against the Clippers.
Yeah.
Possibly, yes. Correct. It's not a bad take, Shaq.
Okay.
Jay, your question, we are going to get to that, but since you already asked, why not now? Space Jam versus Space Jam: A New Legacy. I'm very curious to hear your guys' takes on the new movie and why it is either better, worse, or doesn't even matter. You don't have to
I'll go
rank
first
them.
on this.
Go ahead.
I seen it and I fell asleep like I usually do on movies. But when I was awake, I respect LeBron for being the trailblazer that he is off the court and what he does, for social injustices, things of that nature. But you cannot compare that movie to the original. Like, it just seemed like MJ was just so cool. Like, he wasn't really trying, right? And then LeBron, he's like, actually, and I respect LeBron for that, but it just didn't seem organic. But they put a lot of money into this movie versus like MJ's was just like, man, he's just so swaggy, so cool. So I respect LeBron for what he did, and I wonder what they're doing in the box office stuff.
I will agree with you that I think LeBron was overacting, and it's because he's not an actor. The thing is, he's not an actor. But once he's done, I'm sure he'll start sharpening up his acting chops. And good on them for animating him so that he could just voice act, and you didn't have to see the cringe on screen for the whole movie. But Del, go ahead. What do you think?
I saw like first half. I still have other half to go, but it's not comparable at all. Space Jam original is it's like supremely better. Like, I could sit there and watch Space Jam, no skip. Just everything about the first Space Jam is Mike just being Mike. Mike just chilling. Mike just, and also this got me mad too. Braun, like, I saw Braun act in a movie before, and he did a good job to me. And he was playing himself. He was cool. It's with the funny white lady. He was in there minimally, but it was still good. And what is the name of this movie?
Trainwreck with Amy.
Trainwreck.
Amy Poehler.
Is that her name or Amy Schumer?
Amy
Schumer.
Schumer, right?
Schumer.
Yeah,
right,
Schumer.
right.
You get polar
I
from.
watched
I don't know.
amazing reach.
Still hungover.
Such confidence in it.
Right. That tells a lot of story. But the beginning scene when Braun's on the basketball court and he's talking to his son.
Yeah.
I'm like, Del, take this shit off. And take it off right now. This is how bad I felt about it. But it opens up a little bit. He's yelling at Bugs Bunny, a little 1-2, 1-2, and I'm just like, I'm not with it. I'm not with it at all. If you haven't seen Space Jam or don't remember it, you guys go watch Space Jam right now and just watch. Let's sit there and watch the whole movie straight. You'd be like, this is just way better. Like it's all the high tech stuff they did. I guess you had to make it with the times, but I just thought, I guess what Braun didn't want to compare it to the first one and not other than use Looney Tunes. He didn't want to just reenact Michael Jordan or whatever that case. But I think if he went to that lane, it would have been better. The same dude come back for revenge, steal their powers or whatever. Not the game simulation type thing. I think it would have been better that way. Steal the new dude's powers. You know what I'm saying?
Find a way. He's just trying to carve out his own lane.
Exactly, but you wear number 23. We know what it is already.
Right.
Shaq, you look disappointed.
Because this is the freaking Prisoner of the Moment podcast. That's all we do here.
But Space Jam 2 is the moment. So what do we?
Let me tell you. All right. When my son takes over for Player's Choice episode 1122, when we're just done, physically just had enough of each other, and Space Jam 3 comes out, he's gonna compare it to Space Jam 2, and it's gonna be the same exact takes. What are we talking about here? Every kid in America right now is saying that Space Jam 2 is better than Space Jam 1. My son has seen both of them.
He has not. I'm not believing
it. I swear on my life. That's like me bringing in a Super Nintendo and being like, play Mario Kart on this. Or the Nintendo say, play Mario Kart. He's gonna be like, yeah, where's my Switch and why are you harassing? Why are you punishing me by playing these 4 characters, 2 buttons? But the movies,
but Space Jam movie has nothing like it, you said, oh, the game, I'm confused. He brought Looney Tunes in the movie. Like what? So I don't see the high techness that you're comparing the Twitch to the Super Nintendo or all this BS. The movie itself, you sit and watch. You're watching a classic.
Yeah, which one do you like better? The Super Nintendo or any gaming console today?
I like Super Nintendo.
Yeah,
you know that.
He said that a long time ago. He said that.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
Nostalgia guy.
Yeah, but we
no,
nostalgic.
No, that's
just
not.
Prove my point. You won't say that Super Nintendo. You won't say that the PS5 is better than Super Nintendo. Why? Because as a kid growing up,
but a lot of people would say that the graphics is better on PS5. Duh.
And the graphics in Space Jam 2 are better.
Right. Okay, I agree with you. So, but the movie is not.
The storyline.
So your son like graphics.
What storyline did Space Jam 1 have? MJ's gonna go to Moron Mountain? I appreciated the storyline of Space Jam 2. I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate it. That Dame Time moment, when he clicked that Dame Time, I was like, yo, y'all got real elite right here. Like, there was a lot of elite.
Shaq,
no, the storyline is better.
The storyline is
I'm telling you,
the ending, there's like, oh, he can't play no more. And then he come back wearing 45 and then really come back.
I love Space Jam 1. Space Jam 1 is leaps and bounds better than Space Jam 2.
So what are you arguing?
That we're prisoner of course we're going to say that it's better. Every adult is going to sit there and look at that movie. But in 20 years from now, when I was watching Space Jam 1, I was like, y'all got a lot of shit off in this movie. Like a lot of shit that y'all should not have gotten off.
What's a better movie? Shawshank Redemption or Law Abiding Citizen?
Ooh, that's tough.
I don't think I've seen Shawshank all the way.
That's
wow. Shawshank is fire.
Law-abiding citizen, though.
Sure. That's criminal.
What's the point that you're trying to make before I answer this question? Because I love both of those movies.
I know it's like, come on. And that was a bad pick for both of them because in my mind I'm like, people might be stretching with this, but to me, okay, this is my point of it. You're saying a new age. I feel like law abiding fits in the realm of a new kind of just the ins and out of what's going on. But I think Shawshank is like a top 5 movie ever.
No, and you can't say Law Abiding Citizen is better than Shawshank. Like you can't, and I'm not saying that Space Jam 2 is better than Space Jam 1 because I love Space
Jam. But I was just trying to compare to new age feel of how everything works, new age. But the old school Shawshank will have you like that's Shawshank still better.
Shawshank was an amazing cinema.
right. You
got to use that word for that because that was
you have to use cinema. You have to use
Space
cinema
Jam 2,
for sure.
You went into it knowing like y'all are about to gimmick us to death. That's not LeBron's fault. You guys went into this like, okay, let's put all of everything in our catalog. Let's fit this into 2 hours on the screen, and
then they did the Game of Thrones. They did the Dragon.
Why would they do the Game of Thrones?
Hey, it was fire. They were throwing everything under the umbrella at it. It was great. And what's crazy?
The DC Comics, the Superman, all that.
They tried so hard. I'm like, no, give us the same story. Give LeBron the same chance that you gave MJ.
That's what I wanted them to do, and that's my point. But you said you like this storyline. I cannot agree. Like what?
What they did though was they further pushed the agenda that LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan because he was at more of a disadvantage than Michael Jordan was.
Jay, real fast. They're saying in the chat, HXMZA3 says, "Do these guys engage with the followers here?"
Who said that?
I'm just showing them that we do. We do see the chat.
Oh, do these guys engage? Oh, first time here. Hey, Hamza. Hamza? Is it Hamza? Is the X supposed to be a name?
Hey, when we get in our bag, man, we just get in our bag and then we just lose focus of what's going on. Like that's all that is. Way to get our attention.
That is fire.
Hold on. Something just happened to Jay.
That's all right. But, I think he's resetting his thing. I think it was frozen. Or unless he actually bounced out.
Wait, chat. Who is more prisoner of the moment since we're here? Is it Dale or me?
Or yeah.
But I don't know how this moment is prisoner moment.
Out of the four of us, is it Shaq, Dell, Jay, or me?
I am prisoner of the moment because I'm in love with Giannis right now. Like I'm looking at Giannis.
I'm almost positive, Shaq, that you are the biggest culprit of being prisoner of the moment. To Dell's point, what he said earlier about how much you have flip-flopped.
Drip drop, flip-flop.
Flip-flopped and drip-dropped. Okay, what is this nonsense? We got one for Shaq. We got one for me. Insane.
Yo, Dell, you weren't on here when OG the Beast in Chilltown called out Jay for saying that Luka would never win a championship. By the end of the argument, Jordan agreed that Luka Doncic will never win a championship. It was the
what? No, I didn't.
I'm not believing that.
I never said that.
Chat.
I dare you to go find me saying that.
Okay.
I dare you to go
find.
I'm gonna
do that side. It's on YouTube. I'm gonna find it for you easily.
He would
I'm
never win a championship. I can't wait.
So it was nuts. No, you agreed. I agree that Luka, but you want to argue me to death. But when OG the Beast, look at Lenny. When OG the Beast and Jordan came on here, I said Jordan. He was like, this is exactly what he said. Unless Luka has a Jordan moment and realizes he has to use his teammates, and I cut him off and I said, yo, OG, this is a Jordan moment. Jordan, would you like to comment on if Luka will win a championship or not? And you were mum. You didn't say a word.
I said he might not be able to win a championship on his current roster. What are you talking about? Okay. Jack, you know what? I'm moving on because I am angry with you.
Yo, wait, are you Spicy Jory?
Spicy Jory, bro.
Before you move on, can I put something out there? Can we discuss the Mount Rushmore for influential players in the NBA?
Oh, like, okay. Wow.
The 4 most influential NBA players of all time.
I feel like Allen Iverson is up there because of just like the swag that he brought to the game.
Okay, I'm following you.
Michael Jordan is easily up there because of the draw that he brought and the attention he brought to the NBA.
Okay.
I think Steph Curry's got to be up there because he literally changed the way that the game is played today.
Him and Clay, but yes, okay.
Nasty.
Without Clay, Steph is not. You guys are not giving him this credit, and that's what you guys don't understand.
Spicy
You
Jordan,
don't
keep
have
going.
a Clay Thompson in the corner.
Okay,
this does not work.
So when we say Jordan, we also got to say Pippen, right?
Facts.
You
Go
should.
ahead.
You should.
I'm waiting.
The Mount Rushmore is clearly, it's obviously.
So it's Jordan Pippen. Say Jordan and Pippen.
No, it's LeBron James. Okay. I don't understand how you guys don't like his influence on the league, on the NBA. It's the greatest of all time.
You didn't let Jordan finish.
No, you're good.
You said it's the greatest.
I got 3 off
greatest. You said it's the greatest of all time.
His influence on the NBA on and off the court is the greatest of all time.
It's the greatest of all time.
Like you've never seen any influential character in the NBA like LeBron James. What are we on and off the court?
So Shaq, here's where I disagree with you. I think LeBron is a better basketball player overall than Michael Jordan, but I think Michael Jordan had much more influence on the NBA and marketing the NBA and just like basketball than LeBron James had.
Shaq, answer me this question, right?
Are you guys mental?
No,
Are
Shaq.
You guys mental?
Shaq, just answer me this question,
serious.
Please. Answer me this question. Imagine Michael Jordan in the 90s, right? Just imagine this, right? You saw the documentary. You saw Barcelona. You seen all that, right? Imagine Michael Jordan with the same social media following as today in the 90s. What would he be?
90s?
Well, he's the effing Beatles on steroids.
And you're trying to tell me LeBron isn't? He just came out with Space Jam 2.
Because of social media, more so. It's what I'm telling you, bro.
If we didn't have social media and LeBron was playing, you would think he was Jesus Christ. It would be the same exact thing. Oh, you hear about LeBron? It was amazing. The moves that he did. We wouldn't be able to see it because there's no social media. LeBron, the man, the myth, but the fact that there is social media, you buffoons are able to come up here and try to pick him apart. That's what social media has done. No one's picking him apart.
The difference between MJ and LeBron is MJ won. MJ got 6 rings.
You think Bron's impact is the same as Michael Jordan? His impact on the league is the same?
There was no Kawhi in MJ's era because he was playing on the same team with him. There was no person to slow down MJ. Every man in the NBA feared MJ just because it was so far apart between him and the next competitor. When have you ever seen that in the league? Since then, to where the gap was so immense. Who was the second best player when MJ was playing? Let me know. Tell me right now in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You can't do it.
Think back. I'm a kid at that time. I gotta really sit and think.
No, but you know the history of the game.
It could have been Hakeem Olajuwon. But you look at it that way. I looked at it. Mike was just clearly the best. No one was close.
No, because Mike never had the competition that LeBron. Can we just agree on that? Can we just agree on that? Can we just agree on that?
True.
That Mike.
That's not true. Mike was just better. Let me ask you a question. Mike was how Warriors went 73 and 9?
Yo, if
he won back-to-back championships.
Why? I've never heard Hakeem in anybody's top 10. So if Hakeem was just so nice,
I've had.
You just heard it last show.
That's fair. That's fair to say that you have. But Jordan, what are we talking about? Are we counting that? We also heard last show that LeBron was 4th in the top 10 of all time.
Okay, but you heard that he was in someone's top 10. Man.
This is just, okay. So who in MJ's era was top 10?
Bro, are we really doing this? You really want to sit here for 20 minutes and really think this out?
No. Why does it have to take that long if his era was so dope?
What are you talking about?
Who in MJ's era was top 10? What do I got to say to you? Who in that era was top 10? That's all I'm asking you.
Bro, I don't know. I was
in MJ's era.
I was 5 years old.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's move
Shaq
on.
is really passionate. You heard it in his voice.
Now Hakeem is his top 10 player.
Hold on. Give me your Mount Rushmore really quick. LeBron.
LeBron. MJ.
Yeah.
Steph.
Yeah.
And probably Kobe.
Interesting.
I could probably go LeBron, MJ, Magic, because he kind of revolutionized the game for bigs to pass.
Right. You can't say Magic without Bird. I put them together. I'll go with Mike. And honestly, you also got to go with people that like I didn't see him, but I heard Wilt with the dunk and all that stuff that changed basketball as well. But if you want to say 4, I'll go Magic and Mike, Magic and Bird, one and the same, Braun and Mike, and then
I've
Steph
never heard
later on.
I seriously have never heard before last episode that you guys claimed, but that was an interesting. So last episode, Dale, the final 4 was LeBron, Magic, Kobe, MJ. That was his final 4 to round off his top 10, which is fair. Okay. But outside of that top 10, Dale, do you have Hakeem in your top 10? Jordan, do you? Jay, do you?
No.
So who in Jordan's era, not the tail end, in Jordan's prime, who was in the top 10? Because I guarantee when it's all said and done in LeBron's era, who's going to be top 10? You're always going to remember a Steph. You're always going to remember a KD. You're always going to remember a Giannis. You're always going to remember a Kobe. These are just players that you're naturally always going to remember. Jordan, don't say this because 50 years ago, that top 10, you would have thought like, oh, these guys would have never not been considered top 10. And so 50 years later, you never heard of these guys. I guarantee you will always hear about a Giannis. You will always hear about a Steph. You will always hear about a KD. These are just facts. And you guys get on here and you sit down like MJ didn't dominate that era easily.
But you blaming MJ's skills?
I'm not blaming. No, he was superior to everybody. So that's what you must realize. LeBron has had somebody knocking at his ankles every single year. There was somebody that could have beat LeBron. There was somebody that he always had to look out for.
So you blame that on the field, or just so you're not giving Jordan credit? You're just saying
no. I'm giving it was Jordan easier. No. Because there's no. I'm trying to tell you that basketball today was not basketballs of yesteryear. So we just need to respect that and move on. These players are much more, especially the era that we just got finished with. Now, the next 10 years, I don't know what's in store with the Jason Tatums, the Zions, the Lucas. I don't know what's in store.
So you're giving Jason Tatum some props.
No, I said I don't know what's in store with these guys because the jury is still out. But I can tell you right now, definitely, LeBron's era that he just had to go through his entire career is one of the hardest that we will ever see while we're alive on this planet. The teams that he had to go up against, these are just facts. Numbers prove it. Everything proves it that the teams that LeBron was playing was statistically better than the players that Jordan was playing against. So it's just like if you put a LeBron in that era, a Kobe in that era, I think they're a KD in that. I think they're a Steph. I don't know. But those 3, Kobe, KD, Bron, I think they're dominating that era, the same era that MJ, because they're all that great. But if you take an MJ and put him in this era, it does not happen like that.
Jay, did you make your Mount
and we
Rushmore?
all can agree.
I don't agree with that.
Most
why don't you agree with that,
right?
Dale?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
I would say Steph.
Why you don't agree with that?
Y'all didn't have Shaq in there.
This era, man. What are we talking about?
Y'all didn't have Shaq in y'all's, and I don't know why, but I will have Shaq in mine, LeBron, MJ, and Steph.
Good one. All right. We're gonna move it along. I feel like we could sit
Thank
here.
you, Connor in the chat. Shaq needs someone on the show who has the same stance as him, so he's not 1v3 and he's the winning side. You guys are bogus saying LeBron was dominating this era.
What are you talking?
Did you pay off Connor?
I'm reading.
I
don't need to pay.
It's not that he's always on the contrary.
You guys are mad right now. You guys are like, I cannot believe how you. So a Charles Barkley is dominating in this era, of course, right?
I don't think Charles Barkley is dominating.
Tell me why. Era. So Dale and Jordan, tell me why I'm wrong. That's what I would like to hear. Why can KD go back?
You be wrong with a lot of stuff. So I want to know.
Okay. Right now in this moment, when you guys always like to divert the attention to everybody else, tell me right now why I'm wrong. How a KD can go back and dominate, LeBron can go back and dominate, Kobe can go back and dominate, but Jordan doesn't dominate in this era with the same exact game. Where if he worked as hard as he wants to, why does it not work?
Who said he's not dominate? Who said it's not dominate?
I'm asking you. Jordan, I would also like to hear from you. Jordan, I would like to hear from you as well first before Dale comes and gives you all these points. Since I'm so psychotic, you're laughing it off, trying to move Jordan. Hey, Jay, what's your top 10? No, you tell me, Jay, why it doesn't work. I'm trying to figure out how Jordan dominates in this era.
Michael Jordan does come into this era and is still great, but he's probably not the best.
How great is he? How great is he?
It'd probably be LeBron. Let's see, in this era. We go LeBron.
So why isn't Kawhi LeBron?
We go KD.
Why isn't Paul George LeBron?
Michael Jordan.
Why isn't KD
top
LeBron?
3? I think Michael Jordan would be top 3.
These are hot takes.
This guy's crazy. I think Mike is the GOAT.
Yeah, Mike plays.
So
in
how?
any,
So what is he?
era.
So what is he doing?
Moving on. All right. Woj
No,
revealed
wait, you
recently
just tell
that
me why,
Lakers
Dale.
have offered
No,
Kyle
Dale,
Kuzma and
hold on, wait.
KCP
Dale,
to almost
please tell me
every
why.
team
Dale,
that he's
please
talked
tell me
to.
why. Dale, please tell me why. Dale,
We're
really
moving
fast, just tell me
on.
why. I won't rebuttal.
Why?
Please tell me why.
What am I telling you why? What?
All right, let's go.
Exactly, because
go.
I think he's gonna dominate because he's Michael Jordan. That's why.
Woj revealed
Enough
that
said.
Lakers have offered Kyle Kuzma and KCP to almost every team that he has talked to. Yo, Jay, if you're these guys, is this demoralizing, or are you excited that, hey, I could get off this team and go be a star somewhere else?
There you go.
What do you-
If I'm Kuz, I'm out from LeBron's shadow, and I can be me, because that's big bro, and he big bros him a lot, so he can fly a little bit. So I'm happy. If
I think who's seen that and text Brown like, word, bro.
General
question
Manager
mark.
Braun. Shaq, what, are your,
GM Braun.
Shaq, what are your thoughts?
I don't care about Kyle Kuzma. I'm exhausted with the Lakers with Schroeder and Kuzma. Just do whatever you guys have to do.
That is so fire. Well, that was quick and easy. Moving on. Draymond Green. I don't know if you guys saw this. This is absolutely hilarious. Draymond Green wants more Draymond Green content on the Warriors' social media, and I wish I could post this screen capture of the posts that they posted recently. But the caption says, "Rookie photo shoots always a vibe. Who will be next to rep Dub Nation?" Money23 Green comments, "Y'all be wildin' with the lack of DG post, but respect. Keep that same energy." Dell, what do you think about this?
This is what the NBA.
Goofy?
This is what the NBA has
Man,
come to. This is goofy.
Exactly. This is exactly what it has come to, man. It is like, come on, man. Like,
And this is
what are we doing
and
here?
this is you guys' unanimous first ballot Hall of Famer, Draymond Green.
Who?
If the proof is in the pudding, it's just what the pudding has been offered lately. That's just what it is.
Okay. No. Because I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told OG the Beast in Chilltown. If the NBA, like they should, only took 5 people from every, let's say, decade to put into the Hall of Fame, like how it should be, because now anybody can float into there. And I agree, people should get recognition.
That don't make sense though. They are right, because that's why it don't make sense.
I agree that people should get recognition.
Question.
But
What you about to say?
Draymond Green
From
in the Hall,
2000 to
Draymond Green
2010,
in the
who
Hall
will
of
be
Fame
your 5?
in the Hall of Fame.
2000, 2010, who will be your Hall of Fame?
I mean, LeBron.
2000, 2010. So you have LeBron.
Oh, 2000, 2010. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Okay. Kobe.
Okay.
You want Carmelo to get in this? Shaq, for sure.
Okay.
Tim
That's 2.
Duncan.
You got 3 spots. That's 3.
Tim Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like LeBron would make it in from that era. You don't think so?
From 2003 to 2010, you think his first 7 years,
Stats wise,
he was stat wise, he's Hall of Fame already?
No, I don't. I don't think that. I don't think that.
Okay.
I don't think
Okay,
it
go
should
ahead.
meet those standards.
You see how he set you up,
Okay.
Shaq?
Kevin Garnett, for sure.
Okay, great one. Amazing one.
And this 5th one gets kind of nuts.
It gets nasty. I know who's my 5th, but
because I want to do Allen Iverson, but I feel like that's the same case of like a LeBron James, because they both went to the finals and both didn't make any noise.
no, but Iverson was drafted in 96 with Kobe also.
But I mean, he could still, but Kobe won a lot of ships between 2000 and 2010. That's my point.
Understandable. This is why your take on it just being 5 a decade, you'll miss so many people. But this is why I just want you to finish
No, because AI, I'm like, impact, you were there. With Draymond, there was no impact. There was no, I mean, it was impact on the ships.
No, I'm just talking about your list. Go ahead. Just tell me one more.
It's tough.
It's so tough. That's why that rule could never be established. Because
feel
let's
like
say
it
you
would
do
have
take
to be-
AI. Let's say you take AI. Boom. You miss
Uh-huh,
Ray
uh-huh.
Allen. And 2000, he's first ballot. You miss Ray Allen. You miss Paul Pierce.
I thought about Paul. And I'm like, you won that last one late. I can give you that. Like, come on. I'm taking Reggie Miller before I take you.
That's nasty though, but okay. But it's nasty. 2000, 2010.
No, I would do Dirk before all of them.
And that's but and then it's Jason Kidd also, which it gets nastier.
Yeah, but no, I've been looking at point guards. Like I was looking at like elite point guards over the span of the NBA. And I just really need to go back and think like, when were point guards ever relevant in the NBA? Like I understand
Jason Kidd was very relevant. Jason Kidd was
I understand you have to be a catalyst, but I'm looking like
now pick 2000 and 2020. Now your head's gonna blow up.
2010. No, it's not. That's easier because I can throw LeBron in there. I can throw a Dwayne in there. I can throw a Steph in there. I can throw a KD in there, and that's 4 quick ones. Recency bias is I'm not gonna throw Giannis in there because that's really nasty. But I can throw those 4 in there easily, and I can throw Kobe in there again.
You definitely can throw Kobe in there. He did catch 2. No, he caught 2 at the end, the tail end. He didn't catch them.
Yeah, 2010.
That 5 that would be
what about
so
Dirk?
nasty. You know how much that would be so nasty though.
Dirk potentially, but I mean, then you got to go to Chris Bosh because he won more chips and he was kind of putting up crazy numbers. But I want to hear this though, real fast. So the question is, which one would you have rather seen happen? MJ never retired, and we're doing start, bench, cut. Start, bench, cut. So we're only cutting one of these, and we're starting one. Which one would you have rather seen happen? MJ never retired the first time. Kobe and Shaq never split up. LeBron and Kobe in the finals.
I thought it
D Rose never got injured. Which one are you cutting and which one are you starting?
Oh, I'll go first.
Yeah.
No, I'll go last. I saw this before. I'll go last.
I'm gonna start Kobe and Shaq never splitting up. I'm gonna bench first. Off the bench is MJ never retiring. Second off the bench, LeBron and Kobe in the finals. And D Rose never got injured. I feel like I can live without that.
Go ahead, Jay.
It would be the same exact as Shaq.
I'm going I'm benching D Rose never getting hurt. For sure. I would have loved to see him actually play at 100% and never get set back. I'm starting MJ never taking a break, I think. Yeah, I'm starting MJ never taking a break. What were the last 2? Kobe and Shaq never breaking up in
LeBron and Kobe in the finals.
Against each other.
Mm-hmm.
I'm benching Shaq and Kobe never splitting up. Don't really care about LeBron, Kobe in the finals.
This is the easiest one. LeBron and Kobe in the finals is starting. And I cannot believe that's not everyone starting. Every other one we've seen to an extent. We literally seen everything else. Like we seen, y'all want to say D Rose never getting hurt, but D Rose came back and had 50. We seen him. We seen that. Then the other one was what? What was it? What's the other one? I don't even want to pick no other one.
Kobe and Shaq never split up.
I'm benching Jordan. Starting Kobe and Braun in the finals. What? Are you serious at that time? What? Y'all nasty for just doing anything else. I swear to God. And y'all so nasty. It is kind of nasty.
No, but Kobe and Shaq, I wanted to see that. Like the way it
okay, but
up,
we saw it. Yeah, you could have did some things, but we saw it. Shaq left, got a ring, and Kobe left and alone got 2 rings. Of course, they didn't. We saw them. They got 3 rings. They played. So
okay. Dale,
and Mike not leaving is. That is so nasty, and I'm very sorry.
That was pretty nasty. You're right. Kobe and LeBron in the finals, because I remember seeing damn, we never.
The commercials, what? Even Braun said that his biggest regret is not coming through on those. It's nasty. It was. Come on now. Come on.
Right. And that would have been
NBA would have exploded.
You're right. You're right.
JD,
You're right.
I'm surprised at JD as well. That was crazy. He didn't even give it a thought. He said, I don't care for that. What?
Yeah. Hey, I've gotten to see them in the finals at least.
No, against each other.
Yeah,
you know how the finals is like.
I know.
Like how KD and Braun was, even so it was Warriors, and even if it was Warriors and Cavs, that boom, like at that time, Kobe going for his fourth, Braun going for his second with the Cavs, Braun having the best record in the league, MVP, and then Kobe is like, oh, I'm not giving up the title yet. I'm still the best in the league.
That's a good narrative.
Yo, that joke was
we're nasty for that. Yeah, we're not, because I forgot about the commercials. And it's
then we got Dwight Howard is like, Kobe and 5. Like, like, come on.
Shaq selling TTV says, yo, Shaq, thoughts on my top 5 players in the league? Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Kawhi, Steph, Giannis, in that order.
Right. How is Kawhi better than Anthony Davis? That's where I just get stuck, because you guys praise him for being a two-way player, and he does neither better than Anthony Davis. What are we talking about?
I don't think Kawhi's better than Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis went healthy. I'm taking Anthony Davis 100 out of 100 times. But I have a question for you, Selling TV. LeBron, MJ, and Kyrie versus KD, Kobe, and Steph.
Oh, I've seen that.
Say it again, please.
We did this one, right?
LeBron, MJ, and Kyrie versus KD, Kobe, and Steph.
Oh, this is a different one. We did one that was
like
similar.
That was on TikTok.
It was like the same players, but the teams were a little different. LeBron and MJ are on the same team?
With Kyrie.
Yeah, sign me up.
Versus KD, Kobe, and Steph.
Yep, sign me up.
Yeah, I'm going with Brian.
They'll give me your take, because I'm with you. Like, whatever you're about to say, I'm right there with. Like, I can't see them three beating those three. I just can't in any circumstance.
I'm sorry. I really don't go against Mike, but I'm going Slim Reaper, Kobe and Steph.
Yeah, I just can't. That's gonna get nuts.
It's too. Kobe can't negate Mike, but he came damn close, and it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. That's a good 3 though. It's hard though.
They saying in the chat that Kyrie is eating Steph, but I'm just like, Kyrie, get off ball, let Kobe dominate the ball, and you guys just literally spot up and do whatever you want to. I don't know. That's tough, man. Because KD can't guard LeBron, but I don't know, LeBron, can you guard KD like that?
Oh man, that's a good one.
Knocking Kobe.
How about? Okay, let's see.
Yeah, I can't wait for this, Del.
I don't want to do it with those are too high stakes. Like when we do those, we have to do like the medium tier where it's like.
All right, I got one.
That one is elite.
I got one.
That one is fire. Facts.
Damian Lillard.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Tatum.
Okay.
Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
And then team 2, we'll go Devin Booker.
Okay.
We'll go Jaylen Brown.
Okay.
And we'll
yeah,
Luka Doncic.
Gets tricky.
Ooh, Luka Doncic.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
I like that.
Wow. Okay.
So Damian, Jason, and who was the third?
Damian, Jason, Donovan Mitchell.
I'm going that team.
Devin Booker, Luka Doncic, Jaylen Brown.
There's no way that team is losing to those. Luka and Jaylen, because Jaylen's better than Jason Tatum. That's just facts. We all know this. Luka.
No, Jason, you know that. I don't know that.
You know that. You know.
No,
that.
I don't.
One does one thing better than the other. So who you taking, Carmelo Anthony or Dwayne Wade?
Dwayne Wade.
Cut it out.
Yo, full disclosure, I'm not that big of a D Wade fan. Like, it's not.
That's why you're not a Jaylen Brown fan.
Jaylen Brown plays nothing like D Wade.
I'm telling you, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are Carmelo Anthony and Dwayne Wade 2.0.
Okay, no, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Who we taking? Prime Gilbert Arenas.
Ooh.
Agent Zero.
He was tough.
Agent Zero.
Tough.
Prime Gil. Okay. And then I'm gonna throw in. I don't know what prime Donovan Mitchell is, but I'm gonna go with Donovan Mitchell if you can envision his prime. Who are you taking?
So who? So Agent
That's
Zero
and prime
Mitchell.
Donovan, if you can envision.
Damn. I'm taking Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah, I feel like you got to take Prime Gilbert. That was a myth.
Yeah.
The stuff that he was
different.
It was unbelievable. That was unbelievable. Yo, out of these guys though, really fast, because you brought up Agent Zero. So who has the best nickname out of these guys? I'm gonna just start reeling them off. You guys already know in your head, but I'm gonna reel them off for the listeners. Black Mamba, Air Jordan.
Hate that nickname. Hate Black Mamba with a passion.
Black Mamba, Air Jordan, The Answer, Vinsanity, The Iceman, Dr. J, Magic Johnson, Big Fundamental, White Chocolate, The Truth, Agent Zero, Greek Freak.
That's way too many to remember, but Magic.
You know all of them.
So
you know all of them.
Yeah, I know all of them. Is that the question? Do you know all of them?
No. I'm saying which one of those nicknames? Who has had the best nicknames? Those were the top.
So
I actually love Black Mamba.
Here is my reasoning, and I'll say this every time that like this nickname question comes up. It's Magic Johnson, because he literally, and I said this last show, he literally has a first name, Irvin. His first name is Irvin. It's Irvin Johnson. First name, last name. Nobody calls him that. He's gone by Magic Johnson ever since he got that nickname from, I think it was in
Dr. Bus, right?
I think it was in college or something. It was either late in high school or early in college.
Really quick, chat. Who brought that up last show? Me or Jay? But moving along, keep going.
Brought what up?
Nothing. The chat knows what's going on. Keep going.
Are you trying to say that the argument that I just said you planted that? Because we can go watch the VOD. Are you serious? Do you want to die on this hill? We literally have footage.
We brought that up last episode. We do. I stopped Jay from talking, the other Jay, and I said, "Yo, his name was literally Magic. We call him Magic." Yo, what?
Shaq, right. You are killing me.
And Magic isn't a better name than Agent Zero. I love Agent Zero.
Great name, but like just the fact alone that nobody calls him by his real name and they only call him.
That's not a better nickname than Air Jordan either.
I'm not even saying that it's a better nickname. I'm just saying that he wins the nickname game because he only goes by his nickname.
The Big Fundamental. Like, how lazy do you gotta be? The Big Fundamental.
That just sounds slow.
Iceman is clean. Dr. J is fire. Vinsanity is nuts.
Vinsanity is amazing.
I think the truth and the answer is just different. Just different. The truth and the answer don't even matter. Like, you see a player, yeah, that's the truth.
Paul Pierce was elite, and he does not get, because Draymond sunned him on that farewell tour.
And you know what's also OD in this upcoming? It's not really a nickname. You could say it's a nickname, but it's not. They won't say it. They only say it in the last 2 minutes. Dame Time is OD.
Dame Time is nuts.
Yeah.
Dame Time is nice.
And Dame Time is.
I still like the Greek Freak a lot.
That's one thing. Like terrible name.
Terrible. I love the Greek Freak.
I'm gonna tell you why it's terrible. Another Greek player, they'll be like, "Oh, he's like the Greek Freak. He's Greek, so he's the Greek Freak." It's terrible. I hate the.
They'll never do that.
I hate the Black Mamba with a passion.
I love the Black Mamba.
Hate it. Shaq, Superman, lame. The Flash, Shaq, give it D-Wade, terrible. Penny Hardaway. I like Penny a little bit.
It's nice.
Fundamentals pretty sick.
I like Big Fundamentals. I like that. KG, the Ticket. I like that as well. The Ticket. I like that as well.
Vinsanity was good.
I was like, I guess.
The Iceman.
I guess, yeah, whatever. But I don't. I think Magic.
Was cold.
That was nice, but he really was Doctor Magic. The truth. So Magic, the truth, and the answer. White chocolate,
Connor brought up,
but anybody else white, you'll call them white chocolates. Like, how many
Connor brought
chocolates
up
do you have?
Durantula. I like Durantula's fire.
I guess.
Easy
That's
sniper.
so hard to fit into this.
Easy sniper is better
Yeah,
than Durantula.
it is.
Easy money sniper.
Yo, what are we talking about?
Durantula, nah, it's not.
Yeah, that's just
Easy.
Yeah, it was just like, I'm gonna
Easy
take his last
sniper.
name and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take his last name and I'm gonna do this 1, 2.
Easy sniper, big fundamental. The Iceman.
Should we be getting name ideas from this topic? Oh no.
Yeah, Mamba McKissick.
Whoa. Oh. Uh-oh. Here we go.
Mamba McKissick.
That is fire. Yo, you guys got any last thoughts, man?
yeah.
Oh, I do. It was good to be back, win some battles. I can't wait for that TikTok to see what I really want that to be up there to see what
Ooh, the CP3 Steph Curry one is going
CP,
to get set on fire. I cannot wait.
I just want to see how that one goes.
That is crazy. I don't know why y'all give him so much credit, but yo, the Chicago Bulls talking about could be a potential landing spot for Derrick Rose. Like, I am exhausted with D Rose switching teams. Like,
Right.
I'm exhausted with it. Like,
Imagine
I don't
how
wanna
he
see him
feels.
anywhere.
I hope he stays with the Knicks though.
Yeah, like, just
I
stay,
do.
bro. Like, why is it always something? Yo, what
I
about
do.
Hansel Emmanuel, the one-arm player? What do you think?
D1 for sure. D1 for sure.
It's gonna be
Why
fun
is he
seeing
like
him.
that?
Sure.
It's gonna be fun seeing him play at like the highest level possible.
I mean, what are you gonna do? You just can't go and trap because he can pass. So if he's able to get his game off with one arm, like, are you kidding me?
Bro,
You still
that
got to stop it.
so if he goes to NBA, is he automatically the greatest of all time? Like, yo, this guy is
No.
literally playing with one arm. That's
But,
insane.
and
That's
he's super
insane.
bouncy too, though.
That
super
he
bouncy.
is nasty. It's like, what?
Super bouncy.
My
Meh.
God. Really quick chat, because you were asking. I don't remember if we fully got this off at the beginning of the show. In YouTube, Spotify, if you're still listening. Tomorrow
I love you,
you can catch Dell's game at 11 Pacific
No.
time.
Oh, Pacific, sorry.
Pacific time, 1 Central, 2 Eastern, I believe, right? Yep. So it's going to be on one of the ESPN channels. If it's not on television on ESPN or ESPN2, you go to the ESPN app, put in your TV provider, you'll find it on there. That's how I watched it today. And you can watch him dominate alongside teammates. Autism.
Yeah, and also thank you guys for tapping in, Dale. Thank you for tapping in, bro. I know you're super busy, man. I know you got a lot going on, but Player's Choice is not the same without you and Jay here.
Love is love,
I'm
man.
glad we got the original
Hopefully-
4 horsemen back.
Hopefully we get this win tomorrow. I think today's Monday or Sunday. We win tomorrow. Tuesday's off. Wednesday is another one to advance to Elite 8.
Yep.
I'm gonna be tapping in. About to go see what's going on. Holla at your boy. Love is love.
Yes, sir. Like, comment, subscribe.